E8 Markets just launched their E8 Pro, and if you're planning to buy a prop firm challenge with them, then you want to watch this video. We'll be looking at their rules, comparing their challenges, and what real traders are saying about them behind the scenes in the simplest way possible. Now, to make sure we cover everything, we're going to be using prop firm match. But before we get into the video, I want to let you guys know that we will be giving away a challenge account at the end, so make sure that you watch to the very end to see how to enter today's giveaway. So for their challenges, they offer a variety of programs which are one-step challenges: the new E8 Pro, the E8 One, and the E8 Signature. Now, E8 Markets have a unique model as you can customize your drawdown and payout share with the E8 One and also your profit share with the E8 Pro. For the E8 One, you can adjust your actual drawdown and your payout on this account. So you can change here from the 6%, which is their standard, up to 8%, 10%, and 14%. But notice as we go higher, the price often increases. And you can also adjust your payout structure, whether you want it to be 80%, 90%, or 100%. But again, it increases as you increases here. And with the E8 Pro, you can adjust your profit split as well, either 80% or 100%. So this gives you a little bit more flexibility depending on how you actually want to trade the account. So they have account challenges for all types of traders. Now, you can also choose between 4 trading platforms: Match Trader, MT5, C Trader, and Trade Locker. The pricing for these are all the same, so I suggest picking the platform that you're just the most comfortable with. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at their actual challenge accounts. We're going to look at their 100K accounts with the standard drawdown and the standard profit split. Starting off with their most popular account, the E8 Pro. With the E8 Pro, your profit target on this account is going to be 8%. Your daily loss limit is going to be 2.5% with a max loss limit of 8% here. You're going to be able to get an 80% profit split, but as we talked about, this can be adjusted. For the payout for the E8 One, it's going to be that no single day profit should exceed 40% of the total profit, and the net profit should be greater than 50% of the daily drawdown. Now, this account with the base structure is going to cost $568, but if you use code MATCH, it's going to cost you $397.60. Now, taking a look at their second most popular, this is going to be the E8 One account. Now, again, this is a 100K one-step challenge. This one is going to have a 9% profit target with a 4% daily loss and a max loss of 6% on this account. Again, with the standard 80% profit split. For this account, the payout structure is going to be no single day profit should exceed 35% of the total profit, and a minimum of 5 days of a 0.3% and a buffer of the same size of the end of day drawdown. And this account is going to come in at $488, but again, if you use code MATCH, that's just going to come in at $439.20. And finally, here we have the 100K signature account. Now, this is going to have a 6% profit target with no daily loss limit, but you do have a max loss of 3% or $3,000, and then again an 80% profit split here. Now, this one is going to run you $260, but again, if you use code MATCH, that's going to be $234 even. So how do these challenges compare to one another? Well, your E8 Pro is going to be that mid ground with your profit target being 8% and your max loss again being that 8% there. You just have to worry about that daily loss being 2.5%. So I typically wouldn't risk more than 2.5% in a single day. And this is going to be your fastest route to actually getting paid out. But with that there, it comes with a steeper standard price. For the E8 One account, you do have a higher profit target in which you have to hit, but your daily loss limit does increase to that 4% instead of 2.5 as compared to the E8 Pro account. And then your max loss though is going to be 6%, which is going to be less than the E8 Pro account as well. But the max loss and the profit split is adjustable when you check out. And finally, the E8 Markets signature account. This is one that's going to have the smallest overall profit target. So this is going to be the quickest route to getting funded. But again, it has more rules when it comes to the payout, and you have less drawdown, with the max drawdown being $3,000 on this account, or 3%. But with that being said, it does come in at the cheapest price as well. So they have challenge accounts for all different structure types and all different traders. Now let's take a look at some of the rules for these accounts. Now, in terms of a consistency rule, the E8 One has a consistency rule of 40% that applies, and it says that means that no one trading day can be equal to or greater than 40% of the total profits made. On the EA signature account, a consistency rule of 35% applies, and that means that no one trading day can be equal to or greater than 35% of the total profit made. But there is no consistency rule on the E8 Pro account. Now, taking a look at the payout policy for the signature program, again, that 35% consistency rule does apply with at least 5 profitable days required and each day of at least 0.3%. So looking at the 100K account, that's going to be $300 profit a day for 5 days in order to get your payout. And you have to build the buffer, which is equal to the end of day trailing. For the E81 account, again, that consistency rule of 40% of your net profit must be greater than 50% of your daily drawdown. You have a minimum payout amount of $100, and if your profit exceeds the trailing drawdown, you can request a payout. However, you must leave enough funds as the drawdown buffer. Removing all of your profits will trigger an account closure. This is very important. And then for the E8 Pro, it says payouts are available daily with a minimum profit requirement of 1%. And when you request a payout, 50% is your payout, 50% you keep in the account as a buffer. E8 Markets have integrated their tracking with Prop Firm Match. In the last 365 days, they have paid out $14,641,732 to their traders. You can see here with their highest month being back in October of 2025 with $1.6 million paid out to traders. So for their max position size, you can do 50 lots per order for FX and indices and 20 lots per order for gold. For independent evaluations, each trading evaluation must be completed independently. In terms of their server request limitation, there is a limit of 100 orders that you can enter at a time, 2,000 modifications of TP and stop loss orders per day. The maximum position limit per day is also 2,000. In terms of risk management, it says risking your entire daily drawdown on a single trade is not permitted. Engaging in prohibited trading practices will result in a termination from our program and a refund of the fee paid from the account where this rule was broken. Hedging across multiple accounts, even those belonging to the same trader, is strictly prohibited. And for trade duration, you cannot hold more than 50% of your trades for under 1 minute. So for their risk exposure limitations, E8 reserves the right to de-risk trading strategies by limiting risk exposure to no more than 1% per trade idea or time horizon if prohibited practices are detected. For the E8 trader stage account exceeding profits threshold, it says if your account profit surpasses the dynamic drawdown value, you can request a payout of all profits earned. However, you should leave a drawdown buffer in the account to continue trading. If you withdraw all of your profits, it will result in the closure of the account. And then for the E8 Pro, 2% daily profit cap in each day. The maximum profit you can make is 2%. If you make more than 2%, only 2% will be counted towards your profit target. For the static drawdown, the drawdown does not trail upwards and remains fixed at your starting balance until your first payout is requested. Once the first payout is processed, the drawdown is locked at the initial balance level. For every payout requested, 50% of the profits are to be paid to you, while remaining 50% stays in the account as a buffer to help maintain the drawdown threshold. It says copy trading is not allowed between E8 evaluations accounts, as each evaluation must be traded independently. However, you may copy trades between your own personal accounts, E8 trader accounts, or between a funded account and an evaluation account, provided that the trades originate from your own account. In terms of EAs, they are allowed as long as they don't see multiple users executing the same trade / strategy. We limit one strategy per user, so if we see multiple users utilize the same EA, it may lead to a termination of your account. So even though the use of a third-party EA is allowed, they recommend that each user uses their own programmed EA. So in terms of news trading, it is allowed on the evaluation stage and on the EA signatures funded stage, but it is not allowed in the E81 funded stage 5 minutes before or 5 minutes after the high volume news. In terms of their signature program, overnight and weekend trading is not allowed. And then for their inactivity rule, it says after 60 days of inactivity, the account is disabled and there is no entitlement to a refund. Now, E8 Markets has the current highest review score, showing that traders are having a very reliable experience. In terms of their reviews here, you can see they have 467 reviews. For trading conditions, they were rated as a 4.7. For customer care, they were rated at a 4.8. For their user friendliness, they were rated as a 4.9, and for their payout process, they were rated as a 4.8, giving them an overall ranking of a 4.8, tearing off in the excellent range here for Prop Firm Match. Now let's see what real traders are having to say about E8 Markets. One trader rated E8 Markets as a 4.0 and says, "I've been trading with E8 Markets since 2024. They're among the best in the industry, sustainable and reliable, and they have good customer support, great trading conditions, and considerable max allocation." Their top firm aspect was sustainability and reliability. Their least like aspect was the challenge prices. Another trader rated E8 Markets as a 4.0. It says E8 Markets is a solid prop trading firm with clear rules and a structured evaluation process. They said, "In my view, it is better suited for disciplined traders who already have a consistent strategy rather than beginners or high-risk scalpers." Their top firm aspect is the trading spread is not high. Their least like aspect is the news trading restrictions. So finally, it's time for the instructions for the giveaway in this video, and here's exactly what you need to do to enter today's giveaway. First, like and subscribe to the channel. Second, comment which E8 Markets account type you would pick and why. Best of luck to everyone, and that pretty much wraps up today's video on E8 Markets and how their funding works. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content just like this. And remember, if you want to enter the giveaway for the free challenge account, make sure you follow the instructions I gave earlier. For now, we'd like to thank you so much for watching, and as always, thank you for choosing Prop Firm Match.